Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Don't let him breathe! Don't let him breathe! Play it down deep! Don't let him breathe, defense! Jim!
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to float this one. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 59 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Throwing on second down. Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson, and an alley to run. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Room here to run. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Carson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Ballore taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On 2nd down, Ingram.
Oh, where is he coming from?
Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback He'll be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
12.
On first down, Carson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. On second down, it's Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson being chased out left. He's got it. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but I'll let you finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. And is this intercepted?
No way.
It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad.
There's no way me keeping up with him, man.
Take over at the 26-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I'm coming. 48, Good. Hey, easy.
Throwing is Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I I can't believe they even let you.
Throwing again. Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right? I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Myers connects on the PAT, and the rout is on here in this first half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He may try and run for this. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run on first down. Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Touch. Move the feet. Alert, 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 alert.
Tighten up.
4 down, 4 down.
48. Hey, we don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go, here we go.
Now Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Jackson flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Down to lose 1.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
One ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He was brought down by Jefferson. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
BS, man.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And the throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I don't catch that. Nobody hit him. Nobody. Come on.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Now he's going to go deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Carson. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
No, I can't throw the ball. All right,
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Multiple turnovers in the red zone, bro. Come on, man. I gave you good field position, dog. Come on, man. Come on, dog. They cheating, man. Like 4 plays in a row, dog. Come on, man.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's across the charge.
Now do all-out blitz. How you run the middle on all-out blitz, man? There's no way.
His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
The Dolphins,
Extra point
if they were that good, they would have won. They've been Super Bowl,
and the
man.
lead will swell by one more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
I saw that.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
I read that play. I saw it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the
I'm down.
Section maybe a little
you know I got to pass, man. I'm down, dog.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Bro, I'm throwing the ball.
Third down, knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers
No,
that
man,
time who got
ball,
a hand
man.
in and broke it up. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started.
That last play was a catch with Willie Snead, dog. Caught them with both hands, man.
This isn't fourth and inches. This is fourth and 14.
Sounds good.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete.
No, he was not there,
He
dog.
will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Nah, man, turnover gave you this game, bro.
Come on, baby.
Turnover gave you this game, fam.
You got tape.
They'll run on first down.
All day, man.
They'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19.
That, man, my defense, they're cheating, dog. I'm doing it all day, man.
2 yards in the wrong
Come
direction
on.
and leads to second down. They run again with Carson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and get enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
No, you're not good, dog. You're not good, man. No, man. If anything, score 14-0, bro. Let's just be real, man. Dog.
And they'll turn to the power
Take
game
them
to try to
turnovers,
get
dog.
in.
Come on, man.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Nah, come on, you tap my nigga, you let the ball go, man.
As his guys continue to pour it on.
This nigga fumble on.
He keeps carrying the ball into
Man,
the
that
end
nigga
zone.
fumble on
And
the
this
sack,
one,
dog.
he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
That nigga
He's
fumble
the
on the
reason
sack,
that they
man. How the
lead
fumbles
right
on the
now,
sack,
no
dog?
question
Come on,
about
man.
it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all,
Hey,
is
bro.
he? Carrying that just as lightly
Just don't go to work, bro.
as he does
Don't
the
do that,
football.
man.
What a great performance so far.
3 touchdowns. It's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Dog.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more
Oh, my God.
in their
Come
head.
on,
And what I
man.
mean by that is Just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Come unblocked. Unblocked.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
We come unblocked, though, man.
Second down
They gotta
play
stop
results
this,
in a
man.
loss of 2 yards. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram.
Man, that nigga always Mark Ingram,
dog. Come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
There he is, man.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Oh, my.
It is incomplete.
I caught the ball.
Boy, it looked like he had it and
I did
dropped
possession
it.
catch,
And
bro.
the Seahawks are going to take over the football. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to
Cut
figure
it out,
why
bro.
they're
Man,
down
no,
by
if you
that
think it's a
deficit.
fumble, dog,
They
cut
haven't
it out,
made
man.
plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game.
If anything, that's
all
a fumble.
game
Not catch that
long.
ball, made
That's
a
another
football
example
move,
right
man.
there.
Come on, dog. That
It
nigga
all
cheating,
boils
man.
down at the end of it to
got it,
execution.
dog.
Either you make the play or you don't.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's
Come on with
set
the
a
run,
tone.
dog. Come on with the run, dog. Yeah, I
They'll
know
start out on the ground with
Get that shit up,
Carson.
man. Throw the
And
ball,
he is
man.
met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
And Humphreys, dog. And Humphreys, dog. Nah.
Friday.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
Oh,
Trying to lay one up
ain't
deep.
nothing there. Ain't nothing there. Peters,
Fires one that's intercepted.
Yeah.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus
They ain't what you
Peters.
wanted, dog. They ain't what you
Now they
wanted,
get a
man.
fourth quarter pick.
They ain't
A
what you
little
wanted, dog.
something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy
Nigga,
points.
move!
Jackson hit and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Say, dog. There ain't no fumble, man. No name niggas making him fumble, man.
Set, hut. Hey, come on. Flex by 4.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Set, hut.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken
That
down.
nigga's not fast enough to do that, man.
Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the
I
deficit,
got that
maybe not
quarterback
wanting
thing
to
to get
risk
away
an
from
injury.
niggas. Come on, man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Right here.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. Finding some... And now look at this.
Dog
Big
slid.
run, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And
Our
a
quarterback
return
slid, dog.
midfield
Oh,
to
my
the
fucking God.
46-yard line.
I'm pressing the button. The quarterback
This game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here,
This shouldn't work on my,
and now
shouldn't work
this
on my
happens,
stick,
another
man. Shouldn't work on
turnover.
my stick.
Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Nah, man, our
Absolutely.
quarterback
Still
slid,
sitting
dog.
on 0. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And
really?
none of them
dog.
did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game
Earl Thomas,
for the
bro.
team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. A former first-round pick, Marlon Humphrey, there to get a hand on it.
Man, I believe in my defense. I believe in my defense. Man, that score is misleading, bro. You know it, dog, man.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
57. Mike, 57.
Wilson going to throw again. This complete
the same.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down.
He like he a nobody, dog. Come on, man.
Wilson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
To throw is Wilson.
That's
caught by Hollister. And down inside the 15.
See my linebacker like they trash, but I got
first down, Seattle, 16 yards.
The game
back,
there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Overrun the play, bro. Read
so
the play,
another
man.
score there.
All your plays,
you
dog.
Talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one.
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching.
You got like 28 points off turnovers, dog.
He tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Nah, dog. Nigga tapped me. I let the ball go, man. Goddamn quarterback slid. Nigga let the ball go, man.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
I'm doing it all game, man. It's bullshit, man.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Are you
I've run this play all day, man. I've been running this race and they play all day. Now you trying to beat somebody.
Nice,
Come on, man.
But they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And someone a little too eager to block this extra point. Henceforth, the flag. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson.
Give it to me.
Caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Fucking man glitches, man. Come on, man. That's a pick six, man. I read this. I made it in. Lady Jen on that, dog.
They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch.
Man, I got me running back and forth in the circles, dog. Come on, man.
Talk about keeping someone in the game.
Nah, man.
Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's going to fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief.
Let the ball go every time, dog.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt
let the ball go like that, dog.
Over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
You can't stop that, dog.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead,
you can't stop this all day with that nigga, man. You can't stop him, dog.
Ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Dancing to it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes through, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think
Brown was
building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go, man. You need more timeout, bro. Touchdown. You just skipped, dog.
One last shot for Jackson.
He wasn't even right there.
For the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.